Hi everybody, welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. So I'm your host, Lady D, for this half an hour. We've had such a busy week with astrology. We've had a lot of things going on this last couple of weeks, and this week is going to be no different. So couldn't be with you last week, but last week we had the eclipse, the solar eclipse in Taurus, and it was conjunct with Uranus. So this has created a very unstable world, but our realities at the moment is very unstable when we're looking at our finances, we're looking at our self-worth, we're looking at where we're going in. And when we have eclipse energy, this energy can last for up to 6 months. We do have another eclipse coming up very soon, so we're in this middle eclipse energy. We're in eclipse season at the moment, but it's if we've seen interest rates, in some countries, including my own, have gone up. So it is creating a lot of unstableness, and people are often, a little bit freaking out. But we need to make sure that we're sure even though we're in this world of instability and craziness that's going on, we need to be self-assured, have a plan. Because not only that, we still have that Saturn in Aquarius, which is causing a lot of road humps and speed humps in our way. When we're looking at technology, humanitarianism, our surroundings, our environment. Even myself, I literally had a road hump last Sunday. I had a booking to do a psychic party, and it was in a sort of a valley, Kangaroo Valley. And I literally didn't realize there was roadblocks from all the rain that we've had. So what was meant to take an hour and a half to 2 hour drive ended up being like 4 hours. But I didn't give up. And that's the thing, you got to be determined to not give up, to push through these things, because if we just give up in the world that we're in now, we're not going to be able to succeed or go further. So it's very important that we just keep going, keep pushing through, know your self-worth, and know where you're going. But now what's coming up this week with the astrology, we have another big week. We've got Venus, which is actually now in Aries. Now, this is our passion. So this can be our love with relationships, but relationship with yourself, but also I feel like this energy may be, we might start to be a bit selfish about, what we want and what's going to light our passion, maybe in creativeness, in projects that we're doing, not just in relationships, but this also can be to do with money and finances, because Venus is love, but it's also our money, our finances. And being in Aries, it's about being self-assured. It's about knowing what you want. And an Aries person can be a little bit argumentative, I always say, because they think that they're always right. So it's about having that confidence back. And it rules the first house in astrology. So it is about you, your own self. It can bring up conflicts, but I feel like it's about more igniting that passion of what we want in our finances, in our love, in our own things that we're doing, our own projects. And it is important to try and finish other projects off. Sometimes with Aries, they're always on to the next thing. They're always looking to the next. So they tend not to finish what they start sometimes. And I do feel like finishing what you start is something that's just very important, because otherwise you're going to have a whole lot of projects that are not finished. We've also got, as I said, with that Saturn and Aquarius, so things in terms of online dating may not be working out as much. It's more about the physical, connecting on the physical level, on one-on-one, than online. Just with that Aquarius energy is causing the problems with technology issues that we're having around the world with that. But we've also got this, we've got Mercury, which will be going in retrograde, but also on the 10th and 11th, around the Mercury retrograde, we've got Jupiter coming into Aries. Now, I feel like this is going to be like, wake up. Jupiter is the planet of luck coming into Aries. So it previously, and at the moment it is in Pisces, so it is that dream state, that it's spirituality, it's dream state, it's that little bit of escaping it, like escape, trying to, delusion a little bit. The media is very hyped up at the moment in what they want, the message they want to deliver to you guys, whether it be right or wrong or not all the information that's there. That's that Piscean energy that's coming up with that Jupiter. But moving into Aries, it's like, wake up now, wake up, get the energy going, stop being in that little sleepy zone, that daydreamy zone. It's now time to definitely, take action for what you want in your life. Make those plans, start getting things done, start wanting to move forward as much as you can in this unstable world that we're living in at the moment. It can also be a big bang that comes in. So, something might, happen in your life that you think, oh God. But even in the world, it could also create some sort of big bang because Aries is also war. So when we're looking at Aries, it's the warrior, it's the war, but it's yourself. It can be anger, but it can be strength, it can be frustration, but it's knowing what you want and being assertive and just going to get what you want. So these things can all bring up with this Jupiter coming into Aries. But it's also like, don't be scared. Like, don't be brave. Don't be scared. Face your fears and face it head on. So then we are also going to learn, as I've spoken before, we face our fears to help ourselves grow and to help our soul evolve and to move on and to experience different things. We can't just hide in the corner because we don't get to experience life. And it's more so, I feel like things may seem speeding up. So you might even feel like time's starting to speed up, or just life in general for you might be starting to speed up. But it's like I feel like the Jupiter in this Aries energy is going to want to make you shine. It is going to go back into a Pisces a little bit, but then it will then come back into into Aries by the end of the year. And then we have the Mercury, which is going to be in retrograde around the 10th or 11th, depending where you are in the world. So for me, it's more the 11th. For people overseas, like in America, it's more the 10th. And this is going to be Gemini, and it's going to move back into Taurus. So this is going to bring up things in our social circles. Could actually bring things up with young people and youth, or being youthful. We might be seeking knowledge or seeking the truth, like having things being exposed and things coming out, because Gemini, it is about knowledge. It is about being young and youthful. I say Gemini is about, they're very youthful star signs. It is about your social scenes. It's about trying to find, as I said, this information, trying to find everything out. And Gemini they have a thirst for information and knowledge, and they want to learn so much. So they don't want to be, they'll tend to think they never know enough, so they don't master, or they don't feel like they master something, even though they probably have. So these things can definitely coming up. Then going back into Taurus, again, it's going to bring up money issues. Like, again, it could be like unstableness, things going out, our security. Our Taurus is very, they like things to be stable. They like their reality to like plod along. They also like nice things a little bit as well. With that Taurus, they like good food and fine arts, but having that retrograde going back along with that Uranus that is in there with that true node, and saying it's creating this unstableness in our world. And it's about, going through, but making a plan. We've also got make plans. If this happens, if interest rates are going up, then maybe we need to change our budgets, or maybe we need to, go at a cheaper option with certain things, but still be able to enjoy ourselves and have things that we want. Maybe it's also time for that you start growing your own vegetables or herbs. It's about making plans and making structure to be able to go for what you want, than just being in that victim mentality, which we're no longer going to be anymore, because we've only got Mars and Neptune in that Pisces energy, because that Pisces energy can be a little bit of victim energy coming in. So, and then when Mars goes into Aries, we're definitely kicking up the speed of things in what we want. And it's about not holding back to be able to go forward. So we're going to take some callers, and then if I've got time, we'll do some cards for what's coming up in the week ahead, as also my astrology. So let me just see here who we've got. So we've got here Stephanie, who's in Pennsylvania. Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How can I help you today?
Yes, I am. I would like to know about my future ventures. I'm looking into doing looking to venture out into uh business for myself, entrepreneurship, and I'm just trying to find out as far as
Okay.
business
Let's see.
things
Let's
and
see how I
money
let,
and
let, let's see what I can get. Okay. Let's see where we go with this, Stephanie. As you were talking, my energy just went down, and I knew you were going to ask about money. And I knew that, like, I just feel like if energy's been down, whether you've been crying or been very upset or just down, that's what I just feel like, because I feel like you've kind of hit a roadblock, or there's been like some, like I see a stop sign. So to me, that's some sort of roadblock that's happened, and you're really trying to push your way through this roadblock. I feel like you need to be able to go with this particular instance that's coming up. I feel like you need to go around it, not through it. So I feel like you need to, it's like wait, gather, and then come around. I do feel like August, there's a change in your way of thinking, and there's a change of how you're perceiving things or what you're going to do, because you're going to have an idea about this. Is it bright? It's like, yeah, it's like a bright idea. It's going to happen that you're going to be able to go, August is when you'll be able to go around it, but it's like you've got to go around the situation, not through it, if that makes sense to you. So you're wanting to go into like a business by yourself. I do feel like you're going to need 2 jobs. So I feel like you are going to need, so your business, yes, but then some other job where you're maybe working for someone else. Like I just feel like there's just 2 incomes that are coming with this. I don't feel like it's the sole income is going to be you, with your adventures coming in as well. I do feel like you're very smart and you're very intelligent. And I don't know if you had a sweet tooth or is this adventure about food. What is this adventure about? Because I'm seeing, I don't know if you like ice cream. I'm seeing you with like sweet stuff, or if you're selling sweet stuff like ice cream or dessert. What is the event? What is the business opportunity that you're looking at doing?
You said a business option that I'm looking at doing. You see sweet stuff involved?
Yes.
No, not sweet stuff. I'm looking at who could lead up to sweet stuff, but it's actually a marijuana farm.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
actually
Okay.
called, and it's funny you said sweet stuff, because it's actually something that I want to call sugar smacks, because I'm looking at to use dessert and marijuana like in a combination of a type of a marriage.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I've seen like soft serve. We call it soft serve ice cream here, and it's when you get like an ice cream truck, and it's got like the ice cream comes out of the machine, and it's very smooth.
Oh,
So I was,
okay.
so I was saying, yeah, that's what I was seeing, like sweet stuff, dessert, ice cream. Okay, let's see where we're going to go with this. I still see 2 streams of income, so I think I don't. So you might, just to get it started up, you might need to have 2 jobs, like a job that you work for someone else, and then you start this adventure up. Let me just see where we're going to go. I do feel like there's some sort of regulations that change. There's some sort of like government, the law, regulate. I don't know a lot about the laws, and especially like in your country. But I do feel like that there's something going to happen with that. Just drop the card. Let's have a look here. Okay.
What do you
I
see
keep on
about
getting by all.
jobs? Like, because I'm also trying to, like, a career, as far as a career, I'm trying to do that as well. I'm trying to venture, like I was doing an internship as far as my career was concerned. And as far as trying to gain a momentum into, success, like, where do I stand in that? Like, money
Look, next
wise,
year is, I feel like next year is going to be a more of a successful year for you. I do feel like this year it's about that timing, having that patience, even though, with this energy coming into Aries, it can be quite getting impatient. But there's something about August where you've got this idea that's coming up for you. Where I do feel like you're going to be in a happier situation in terms of your work. It's also like with your work or your career, it's like someone's either trying to stop you, or you've been, as I say, I see like a roadblock, where you've been stopped in some way. And it's like it's stunted your development or where you want to go. So I keep on getting August, even going into September, is when you've cut through that barrier and going to something else. With the marijuana farm, I do see a contract, or I see papers being signed. Also, just remember, just as also everyone with the Mercury retrograde, we try to avoid signing contracts in Mercury retrogrades. But I do see you
I can't hear
signing
you.
one.
Say that one more time.
Sorry, I know I speak a bit fast sometimes. When Mercury goes into retrograde, we do avoid, I always say to people, try to avoid signing contracts when the Mercury is going in retrograde, which is coming up on the 10th, going into June. However, the contracts I'm seeing you sign, I do feel like it will be after the retrograde. But I am seeing you sign some sort of contract, some sort of like legal, I feel like it's some sort of like legal form, papers to do with the marijuana farm that you have. Are you up near Canada by any chance? Because I feel like I'm up. I'm up. I mean, my geography is never that great, especially when I'm going to overseas. But I feel like I'm up near Canada, kinda in America. Is that where the farm
You
might
feel like
be?
I'm towards Canada, you said? No,
Well,
no.
would the farm be? I feel like I'm
Um,
like a little like there's a lot of greenery around me.
some greenery, but not. Yeah, it's in New Jersey. It's not far from Canada.
Oh, okay, cool. So I was feeling that. Look, it's gonna take time for you to get things sorted out. The money aspect, you as I saying, you do need that two streams of income just for now. Next year, I do feel like it may be balancing out a bit more, where you may be able to go into to the one stream. Um, it is definitely about being creative with you and exploring in how you're going to promote your product and get out there. I do see that there is more coming for you. So I feel like this is not going to be a time where you're going to be sitting back. But as I said, I do see that roadblock, but I see you not necessarily hitting it head on. You're going around it. So you're going to either come up with an idea or some way of going around the barrier or around the block that's happening right now. And by the end of the year, I do feel like your financial situation has improved. That you're not going to be stuck or where it is that you are now. And I do feel like your energy where you're going you're going to be happier too where you are heading. But I see you like doing something like vision boards or planning things out. Um, you're being more creative too. I also feel like you need to learn to be a little bit more, and I feel like this may be in the other job, a little bit more assertive. I feel like someone's trying to talk down to you or not. They're not being the nicest they can be to you. Um, and it's getting you down a little bit. Okay.
What do you think
I'll leave
about?
it there. I just have to leave it there because
Okay,
I've got to go to the next caller. Um, so I hope I've helped you a little bit today, Francis. If you can connect to me offline and we can maybe even meet up after. Okay. So,
okay,
but the next
all right.
caller,
Thank you.
the next, that's okay. The next caller we have is Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. How can sorry, Clancy. We
Hello.
got Clancy there. Hello, Clancy.
Hi.
Hi, friend. Yep. Hi, how can I help you today?
Well, how can you help me? I have questions about my financial future.
Okay. Yep. Money at the moment is I think that's on everyone's mind at the moment with the planets where they are. I was just talking about first when we first came on. Yeah. Let's have a look when we get to about money, about work. I just feel like everything's so hard. Okay, where we going? I'm going to change my cards for you. So we got here. So your name it's Francie? Is it Francie? Um,
Mhm.
okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I keep on getting new jobs. So I feel like maybe you're looking for a new job. I feel like I just keep on hearing new job, new job, new job. It's like this place where you're at, the current place where you're at, it's like you've got to get out. You've got to move on to something new, something fresh, something that's going to give you more opportunity. And there's something about closure as well with this. I kind of feel like where you are, it's a bit, I get the word horrific, but I just feel like maybe where you are at the moment, it's not the best um, in terms of look, you are going to get a new job coming up for you. And I do feel like this job is going to have more income. You're going to be more happy and you're going to be proud of yourself too that you've accomplished this. Now, I feel like this is coming up. I feel like within the next 2 to 3 months of when this is going to get a bit better for you where you are. I hear it like you're leaving your current workplace. I keep on hearing I'm leaving. So I do feel like possibly that you're going to be leaving where you are and going on to something that's much better. Because I'm getting some really, really good cards coming out here for you.
Actually,
Okay,
excuse me, I'm retired.
okay, sure. But there's money coming in. I still see money coming in for you.
Okay.
Um, okay, and I see contract. Okay, I've got a card here that's like um, contracts to be signed. So this could even be maybe possibly a new what do you call can't I've got it in my mind. I can't get it out of my head. I can't think of the word. Investment. This thing could be like to do new, like retirement, like investment. The money is where you're getting the money from. Because I feel like at the moment where things aren't the best, but I still feel like there's hope is not lost, and I just get you to move on. So this is some sort of moving on. It could even be that you're going back to work even. It could even be because I keep on getting jobs. So I do feel like this could be maybe you're going back, but I do know you're going. I've got all these cards that tell me that everything is going to be okay with you and that you are coming in. And I feel like it's over the next 2 to 3 months is when things are going to pick up for you financially. And where there's money to be saved, there's money there for you. And I just get like action, what you've been wishing for and striving for is coming. So what's going on now is not going to be a forever thing. But I do feel like it may be that you do have to go back to work to get what you wanted to done. And I feel like if you did, I feel like it would be some sort of part-time work, and it would keep you busy, and it would also keep you it would keep everything you get excited again, and to know where you like what you do. What ends up happening, I just feel like you're going to like what you do as well, and going to help you to spend more time with family. I feel like, do you have a young? I feel like there's a young child around you, like you've a granddaughter. I feel like I'm looking at a daughter here, granddaughter around you.
I have a grandson, but he lives quite a ways away. He lives
That's
several
okay.
states away.
I see it. I'm seeing a little girl, so I do feel like that maybe a granddaughter's coming into you, and I do see you having a big
Aha.
part of in their life. Because I can see you like spending a lot of time with this little girl, and like you're picking her up and you're having a lot of fun, and you're showing her showing her things about life, teaching her things, and I just feel like families around you. So there could be a granddaughter coming in, because I do see a little girl around you. But what I want to say to you is don't give up. There could even be a change in investments that you're doing, but I do feel like you're going to have to work for your money a little bit, because it's like things are moving fast, and the money is like you're trying to set budgets, or there could even be stuff missing as well. Does that make sense?
It does, and actually, the contract signing, I'm becoming a loan signing agent, and I wondered if the contract to sign might be something to do with that, or if I will be buying a home.
New home. Look, yeah, I do feel you would, but it'd be a small home. I don't feel like the home is going to be a massive, big home. I do feel like it would be on a smaller scale. So I am seeing,
Oh, absolutely.
I am seeing small. I also seeing travel with you too, but you're traveling like road trips as well, possibly with you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're in a caravan, or we call it caravan here, or motor home or camper van, we call it. But I think over there you call it an RV. So I'm seeing some, so I feel like the road trip that could be coming up for you as well. But
Okay.
you're going to be happy. But I just feel like over the next 2 to 3 months, things are changing in a positive way for you, and you're going to be very pleased with yourself and what you're going to accomplish in this little time, because it's like you're outsmarting other people, and you're being one step ahead of what's coming up.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what of what's coming up.
Of what's coming up, I feel like you're going to be a step ahead. So I feel like maybe intuitive,
A
you're
step
going
ahead.
to sort
Okay.
of feel, like maybe you're going to be more intuitive to what's coming up, and you're going to be like planning for that, and you're going to come off better with that.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Awesome.
okay. Um. So, let's see anything else coming up for you. Just feel like you're quite smart. You're quite smart, intuitive. It's like you're a go-getter. You're not someone that's going to sit back and just let everything go bosh by. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see.
May I ask a question?
Quickly, you can ask a quick question. I've got 2 minutes left for the show, but you can ask a quick question.
Okay. My intuitive abilities, will that be anything that I do anything with?
Like, I do see with cards, so I do feel like being more intuitive with card reading is something that you can do. Just remember that the connect. I always feel the best thing to do is work on a connection with our guides to get the information. I feel once you work on that connection and continue to work on it, it expands and it just gets better because the cards that we have are just tools. But I do see cards, whether it be tarot or oracle cards. I see cards very strongly with you. But I'll leave it there, Francie, and I hope you have a good week, and I hope I helped you.
Thank you very much. Did you say I struggle with the cards?
No, I did say, I said you strongly with the cards, like the tarot or oracle. I see it as a strong, and you're very strong with it, but I was saying to just concentrate on your connection with your guides, because the guides is where you get your information from. The cards, just a tool. Okay.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Thank you. All right, guys, I've got 60 seconds. So this week, just be strong, be ready for some big changes coming around the world. Just expect the unexpected with everything that's going to come up over the next 6 months. We're in for a ride, a crazy ride that the world's turning into at the moment. And don't forget to give up. I also want to say, you can find me. I do have a website, Lady D Psychic Parties, as well as Facebook, Lady D Psychic Parties, which you can connect to me for a reading. I'm also on Instagram, which is Lady D S Psychic, and the same as TikTok, Lady D S Psychic. And on YouTube, I do weekly videos on with predictions, but also about week ahead, what's coming up, which is Lady D. Or you may need to also look up at Danielle Psychic to find my channel on there. I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead, and I can't wait to see you again next Friday at the same time at 11 p.m. New York time, and in Sydney time it's at 1 p.m. here in Sydney, Australia. So I hope you have a good week, and bye for now.